If I was starting all over again and publishing my debut novel for the first time, there are a few things I would do differently. Hi, my name is Hannah Gaudette, author of 8 self-published books and counting, and founder of the Indie Author Studio. Today I'm talking about what I would change if I had to start all over again with my author career. Five years ago, I published my debut novel and did not really have any idea what I was doing. Most of my readers were family and friends, and I'm super grateful to them. But I definitely didn't know how to get my book out there to more than just family and friends. And I didn't exactly have a book that is a story that I would necessarily market the same way now. In fact, 5 years later, with 8 published books, I don't market my debut novel anymore, simply because I'm not the same writer I was when I published my debut. Here are the 3 major things I would do differently if I was starting all over again. Number 1, I would hire somebody to do the formatting. I did the formatting of my debut novel myself and didn't know what I was doing. Made a lot of mistakes. The ebook formatting had errors that I didn't know how to fix and didn't even really recognize. The paperback formatting was a little weird and clunky. So if I was doing it over again, I would definitely hire somebody who is a professional to do the formatting. However, I now do all of my own formatting and I know what I'm doing, so it's okay now. But I didn't know with my debut novel. Number 2, and this is honestly the biggest one of all of them, and unfortunately it's where I see the most indie novels fail. I would hire a cover designer who knows my genre. I had a cover designer for my first book. I didn't do the cover myself, but they did not know my genre really well. So the cover ended up being something that was really not marketable in the fantasy genre. And again, I wasn't aware of that at the time, but when I did finally become aware of it, I realized I can't market this book with this cover. Someday, maybe, I will re-edit, reformat, and recover my debut novel and republish it, but we'll see. If you are getting ready to launch your debut, or you've already launched your debut and getting ready for your second or third book, I definitely recommend hiring a professional cover designer who knows your genre. If you check out this video right here, I have recommendations in that video for cover designers who are professional and affordable. Number 3, I would start marketing before I ever published my debut. And this is a really important concept because on social media marketing, people love to follow the journey, they love to see your progress, they love to follow the dream. So marketing before your book is published is actually very, very valuable. I did not start marketing until I was on my 3rd book. And by then, a lot of my family and friends weren't buying the books every time because I was on my 3rd and there wasn't as much excitement as with my first book. You'll find that often happens, but their support was amazing for my first book, and I'm super grateful for that. But I definitely recommend marketing before you publish, whether it's your first book or your 5th. Those are the biggest 3 things that I would change if I was doing it all over again. But other things I would do differently is I would set realistic expectations. I didn't have a lot of expectations with my first book, but going forward I did start to have more expectations, and they weren't all met because I didn't know how to market. I was learning a lot by doing, and that took time. I would also do more in-person events. This is just a small thing, not every author does it, but it is helpful, it is valuable. I've had great experiences with in-person events, and I've had mediocre experiences with in-person events. But it is a valuable way to get your book out there. I recommend choosing the best local events for your location, events that are likely to get the most foot traffic. Most of all, before you publish your debut, know your genre, know your audience, and how to market to that audience. But also, and this is kind of counterintuitive with everything I was just talking about, but sometimes you just have to publish. You just have to hit that button and get that first experience under your belt. There's enormous value in that. Even if you're not completely ready, even if your book isn't 100% where it should be, sometimes you just need to publish and have that experience and that confidence building. So do the best you can and then go for it. I hope this video has been helpful. If you're looking for something to watch next, check out this video where I talk about the 5 skills indie authors need the most.